Good morning, students. Welcome to the statistics class. Today, we will revise whatever we have learned in the previous classes. In the previous classes, I have explained to you all about the definition of vital statistics, and very recently, I have explained to you about the measurement of fertility and so on. I have also given you assignments and I asked you, according to my explanation, please do the assignments. And many of you have written the assignments and sent me. I have verified, but some have written wrong. So please check according to the PPT right now what I give. Please check with the definitions, the formulae, merits and demerits, and correct it in your notes. So let's proceed, students. Okay, fine. What I have taught to you was about fertility, measurement of fertility. I said, what do you mean by fertility? I asked you to understand the meaning of fertility. Fertility refers to the births occurring to women of childbearing age. They said very clearly, women of childbearing age. Childbearing age. Now, what is that childbearing age? It's given in the next point. The childbearing age refers to the age of females between 15 to 49 and also is called as germination period. This is the period where a woman will give birth to child. That period is called as childbearing age, 15 to 49. Then we also studied about fecundity. What is fecundity? It is just a one-mark question. It refers to the capacity of a woman to bear children. It is also the maximum fertility that can be attained by a woman. Now, to measure the birth rates, to measure the fertility rates, we have four birth rates or four fertility rates. What are those? Number one, crude birth rate. Number two, general fertility rate. Number three, age specific fertility rate. Number four, total fertility rate. CBR, crude birth rate. GFR, general fertility rate. ASFR, age specific fertility rate. TFR, total fertility rate. Let's study one by one. The first one, crude birth rate, CBR. It is defined as the average number of live births occurring to 1,000 individuals in a year. It is defined as the average number of live births occurring to 1,000 individuals in a year. It is given with a simple formula. CBR is equal to number of live births in a year divided by average population in a year into 1,000. Sir, why 1,000? I explained to you, 1,000 is just a number. We are calculating this birth rate for 1,000 individuals. You can also calculate for 100 individuals. You can also calculate for per 1 lakh individuals or per 10 lakh individuals. 1,000 is just a simple number for calculations. We have taken it as per 1,000 individuals. It can also be written as simple CBR is equal to B upon P into 1,000, where B is number of live births during a year and P the average population in a given year. What are the merits? It is simple to understand and very easy to calculate. The first one, very simple to understand. It is all about birth rate. Very simple way of calculating it also. What you require is the number of births, and what is required is in the denominator is the population. If we have these two values, substitute in that formula, we will get CBR. So it is very simple for any person to understand and also very easy to calculate. Second, it does not need details of age and sex composition of the population. What is required? Only the number of live births. What is required is the average population in a year. These two are the things that are required. We don't require any details of it. So it is one of the easiest one, and this is the second merit of CBR. The third one is it indicates the rate of growth of population, students. Okay, it indicates how fast or how is the growth of the population in a particular locality. Through CBR we can find out. So this is one of the important measure of fertility. Then let's learn the demerits of CBR. What are the demerits of CBR? Demerits are very important, as I said, and I have explained to you. Every demerit, when they rectify one by one, when they rectify and correct that disadvantage or a demerit of it, they are entering into a new fertility rate or new birth rate. So demerits of CBR are very important. So the first demerit says it takes both men and women population into consideration. It takes both men and women population into consideration. Where it takes? In the denominator. When we consider it as average population in a year, in the denominator it takes into consideration all the members of the population. That includes men, women of all ages. So it is not a meaningful measure. This is what they say. It is not a meaningful measure when they consider everybody, because fertility is referring to only women. So if they would have taken only women population, it would have been more meaningful. So this is one of the demerit. It takes into consideration both men and women population. Second, even if you give age of the mother and the sex of the child, it ignores. It says, I don't want. I only require number of live births and the average population. So very clearly it ignores age and sex composition of the population. Third, it cannot be used to compare birth rates of two or more populations. It cannot be used to compare birth rates of two or more populations. I gave you an example. If Hubli and Dharwad, you want to compare the birth rate of Hubli with birth rate of a Dharwad, CBR is not the right measure. So this is an important demerit. So altogether three are very important for us to understand. The first one, it takes both men and women population into consideration. It ignores age and sex composition of the population. It cannot be used to compare birth rates of two or more population. So they started to rectify one by one. So, and found out a new measure. Let's see what is it. The next measure is general fertility rate. It is called general fertility rate, GFR. It is defined as the average number of live births occurring to 1,000 women of childbearing age in a year. I repeat, the average number of live births occurring to 1,000 women of childbearing age in a year. In the previous case, 1,000 individuals they said. Now they said 1,000 women of childbearing age in a year. Now you can understand what is that they have rectified if we have to compare it with CBR. In CBR, they considered both men and women population. Now here they have considered only women population. That means the first demerit of CBR is rectified. So what is the formula? GFR is equal to number of live births during a year divided by total number of women of childbearing age in a year into 1,000. So we can also write it mathematically as GFR is equal to B upon summation 15 to 49 of female population. F is female, P is population. we have to take only the female population of the age group 15 to 49 into 1000. Again, per 1000 female population we are considering. Okay, right. Now let's understand what are the merits of GFR. It is simple to understand again and easy to calculate. It considers only female population of the childbearing age. Yes or no? In the denominator, it considers only female population. FP, I have written it there. Summation 15 to 49. It's only about female population of childbearing age. Childbearing age 15 to 49. It considers the sex composition of the population. Now women, is it, women sex is considered there, and also the age composition to a certain extent. They have not considered all women. They have considered only women of 15 to 49. Certain extent of age is considered 15 to 49. This is another merit of GFR. So there are three merits of GFR. Simple to understand, easy to calculate. It considers only female population of the childbearing age. It considers the sex composition of the population, also the age composition to a certain extent. Let's learn demerits. Now, demerits, it does not consider age composition in the childbearing age. In the childbearing age, they have taken overall 15 to 49. But they would have taken even more specifically, like women of 15, women of 20, women of 30, women of 35, like that. Specifically, they would have taken it. But overall, in general, they have taken 15 to 49. It cannot be used to compare fertility rates of two or more population. As the CBR has a demerit, the same demerit is here applied. It cannot be used to compare between two regions' fertility rates. Third one, it does not indicate the rate of growth of population. Rate of growth of population, it cannot indicate. A reason is because it is considering only female population. So that is why this is not a useful measure to know the rate of growth of population. So they have again rectified certain things from CBR and GFR and found out another measure of fertility rate, which is called as age specific fertility rate, ASFR. Age specific fertility rate. It is defined as the average number of live births occurring to 1000 women population of a specific age group in a year. Very clearly in the title itself it says age specific. Age specific. It speaks about age specific of women of childbearing age. Women of childbearing age in GFR, they have generally taken as 15 to 49. Now we can be very specific. A women of 20 years, what is the fertility rate of the women of 20 years? What is the fertility rate of a women of 30 years? What is the fertility rate of the women of 40 years? Like that, specifically for a particular age group, we can find out the fertility rate. So the formula is very simple. Number of live births in that specified age group in a year. Okay, for that age group, for example, if you are considering age group of 20 to 25, women of 20 to 25, you have to consider only the number of live births for that particular age group, 20 to 25 in a year. How many have given birth, divided by total number of females in that particular age group in a year into 1000. So this is a very simple age specific fertility rate, which is very useful for us. And now in this, there are something which are called as quinquennial ASFRs. Quinquennial ASFRs. ASFR is a age specific fertility rate. If we calculate age specific fertility rate for a particular age group of size 5, like usually in statistics we have age group like this, 15 to 19, inclusive type, 20 to 24, 25 to 29. These are all age groups of size 5, and these age groups of size 5, taking their age group, we calculate age specific fertility rate for that particular age groups of all sizes of 5. Those ASFRs, we call them as quinquennial ASFRs. What they're called? Quinquennial ASFRs. So very clear definitions. ASFRs which are computed for age groups of width 5 years each are called as quinquennial ASFRs. Now let's learn the merits of it. Merits of ASFR. It is simple to understand and easy to calculate. It's the same ringing from all. Okay, from all the fertility rates as almost the same. First one, it is used in the comparisons of TFR. TFR, to calculate TFR, we use this ASFR. It can be used for comparison of fertility among age groups in the same population. So in Hubli, so we have different age groups of women, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. So we can compare their fertility rate in the same age group, in the same population, between different age groups we can compare. It considers both age and sex composition of the population, age of the mother, right, and as also the sex women population is considered. So these are the 4 merits of ASFR. Likewise, let's learn about demerits of ASFR. Very important one, it cannot be used for fertility, it cannot be used for comparisons of fertility of different populations. I said in a population for different age groups we can compare, but ASFR cannot be compared, cannot be used to compare between two or more different populations. It does not indicate the growth of population due to births. These are the 2 demerits of ASFR. So again, taking all these demerits into consideration, they have again found out another measure which is called as total fertility rate, TFR. TFR, the main purpose of TFR is for the comparison of fertility of different populations. Yes, if we are studying about fertility and if we don't compare between 2 localities or 3 localities or 2 or more localities, then learning fertility is meaningless. So we need to learn fertility rates, and we have to learn about those fertility rates which helps us in comparisons. TFR is one of the important measure of fertility for comparisons. So it is used for the comparison of fertility of different population, the first one. And what it is defined as the sum or the total of annual age specific fertility rates. In a year, all the age groups, if you just take into consideration their age specific fertility rates of that whole group in a year, add them all, you get the TFR. It's very simple. The formula is summation, sum of all ASFRs between 15 to 49. It is also given as TFR is equal to summation annual ASFRs. And usually we would be given with age groups of size 5. So when we calculate ASFR for age group of size 5, they are called as quinquennial ASFRs. Just now we have studied about it. So when quinquennial ASFRs are given, TFR will be given this formula, 5 into summation quinquennial ASFRs. 5 into 5, there is no symbol, mathematical symbol into. I have not written 5 summation. It means it is into. 5 into summation quinquennial ASFRs. Okay, so what are the merits of it? Let's learn them. The merits: it is used for comparing the fertility rates of different population. It gives due weightage to age composition. Okay, age of the mother it gives importance. It considers only female population of childbearing age. Very simple. Then demerits: it does not indicate the rate of growth of population due to births, but it is also it is based on assumption that all women survive throughout the childbearing age. 15 to 49 is their childbearing age, and they assume that all the women will survive the whole period. May not be, no. Yes. Sometimes a woman of 25, 30 years may die. So they assume that all women will be there till 49. So this is one of the demerit of it. So these are all the 4 measures of fertility that we have learned, students, in the previous classes. Okay, I hope you have understood it, about all the explanation that has been given to you, and this is a revision class for you. Go through it once again, right? uh, Download this PPT, it will be very much helpful for you. Verify with your notes and post it to me. Okay, in the next class we will speak about the reproduction rates. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.